As I've said earlier on, this plant is really powerful and it can treat a lot of sickness. Can treat a lot of sickness. Yeah. All you need to do is just to it's very easy to prepare because it's very exotic and spice in use in cooking. Some people use for cooking, for soup, for stew and other things. It's not something difficult to be used, you see. So because of its anti-aging properties, it can treat a lot of sickness in our system. It can boost the immune system. If you're having hypertension, leprosy, convulsion, epilepsy, fibroid, arthritis, asthma, diabetes, this plant is really powerful. It can treat all this kind of sickness in your system and you'll be free. But let's get time and look at one or two sickness this Aiden fruit can do for us. First of all, maybe you have been to the hospital and the doctor said you have fibrous cells in your womb or you have fibrous cells. What you need to do is to get dried pawpaw leaves or dry pawpaw leaves. When you get the dry pawpaw leaves, there's a plant called soursop. Soursop. Yeah, we get the leaves, you boil it together, then you drink. You can decide also to use nutmeg. Nutmeg. If you get a nutmeg, you have to grind it into powder, or if you can crush it into pieces, then you crush it into pieces. Then you soak it with the prekese. When you soak it, then you leave it for 2 days. Then you start drinking it. Yes, it will shrink any kind of fibrous cells in your system. Maybe you are such a person that you have a little baby, but the baby normally wakes up during midnight. The baby will be crying, but you never know what's actually wrong with the baby. You don't need to worry. You have to get shea butter, then garlic. When you get a shea butter and garlic, then the prekese. Yeah, you see the prekese. It has four sides. There's only two sides which contain the real fruit. So that side you have to cut it. Then you whether you grind it or however you turn it into. Then you mix it with the shea butter and then the cloves of garlic. When you mix it, then you used to apply your baby. When your baby is going to sleep, you apply it to the baby. Your baby will sleep like never before. No spirit or no bad thing can harm your baby anymore. The baby will sleep very well. There are some of you too, you want to clear your womb or you want to clean your womb. Maybe you've ever had, what do you call it? You ever done abortion before or you've ever given birth and you lost your baby. You have to clean your womb. Or maybe um, you've never given birth before. You have to clean your tube. You have to clean your tube so that you can be able to be pregnant and give birth. So what you need to do is to get lime, pineapple peel. When you get a pineapple, you peel. You need the skin only. You peel it. So when you get the skin, you add cloves. When you get the cloves, then there's a leaf called scent leaf. You combine it together, then you boil it for some time. When you boil it, then you allow it to be warm. Then you start drinking it. It is really powerful and it's going to clear your womb. It's going to clear your womb and your tube, your fallopian tube, so that you can be able to conceive. If you have any question, you can bring your question. And you haven't subscribed to this channel, I want to encourage you to subscribe to this channel. Another thing is that there are some of you, sometimes when you sleep, you feel like there's some spirit walking in your room. Sometimes you feel like there's something bad going on in your room. Most of the times, there are some of you, you normally have nightmare, terrible dreams, and all that. These are most of the things which are caused by some bad spirits. You see, one thing is that if you don't keep your room neat, or most of the times you keep used items like things that you don't use anymore, old items, old things in your room, these bad things, or maybe you have sex with your partner, you don't wash the bed sheet and all that, the bed spread. These are kind of certain things that it it brings bad luck and then bad spirit into our homes. You see, so for that matter, you need to purify your room. You need to purify your shop so that you can attract more customers, so that you can attract good energies into your room. So what you need is palm rasta, cloves, cinnamon powder, and then the precursor itself. You have to combine these things together. So it's either you pound them together or however you turn them to powder. You combine them together, then you burn it as an incense in your room or at the workshop. It is really powerful to the extent that it will drive away any bad energies and you'll be free. It will drive away any bad energy. If you are such a person that you normally have bad dreams, it's going to stop because some bad dreams are caused by those kind of bad spirits. It will stop. Okay, another thing is that you can put some at the corners of your room. Then in your and if you have a pillow, put some into your pillow. You put some at the four corners of your room. Then you put some under your pillow. One thing is that whenever you are going to sleep, pray. When you're going to sleep, the one that in your pillow, hold it and pray. This thing that you are doing is going to reveal secret to you in your dream. Maybe something is worrying you. Maybe something bad is going on in your life. You want to find out the solution. You want to see the cause of it. You have been trying your possible best, but still things are not getting on well with you. What you need to do is to put the precursor at the four corners of your room, put some under your pillow, sleep with it. You see, there are certain things, it carries power already, so you don't need to worry yourself to do fasting and worry yourself to pray in hours and all that. It carries its power already. So when you sleep with it, you will see a lot of things in your dream, and you will get to know what is the main cause of your problem. Okay, another thing, if you have a ceased menstruation, your menses are not flowing well, or it doesn't come at all, you need to get cloves, ginger, garlic, negro pepper, and then lime. When you get these items, please get time and wash it very well. When you wash them very well, then you cut the limes into pieces. The cloves too, you have to get your time and peel it, cut into pieces, then add it to it, then boil it for some 2 minutes. As you are boiling it, you realize that the color will change. Yes, the color will change. After that, allow it to be warm and be drinking on empty stomach. Remember, on empty stomach. Keep doing this and trust me, if your menses are not flowing well as a lady, it's going to flow well. This thing is very powerful that if you're having any pain, whether it's a back pain, your knee pain, you are having most of the times too, when you're having stomach pain, if you're having a stomach pain, you see, as I said earlier on, the precursor has four sides. Only two sides contains the main fruit. The other side looks like wood. Yeah, so those two sides is what is needed. It is very sweet, like it's not bitter, it's sweet. You can chew it. Yeah, it's sweet. So what you need to do is to cut those two sides, the one with the real fruit, then just chew it and drink water. The stomach pain, that severe stomach pains will, will stop. Sometimes maybe your stomach pains will begin in the midnight. That time, when are you going to get a drugstore to buy medicine? So you have to let this thing be by your side. So whenever you feel the pain, then you just chew it. It's sweet, it's not bitter. You chew it, then you drink water. That's all. It will stop any stomach pains. And if you have any back pain, bones pains, and so on, As I said earlier on, it can treat arthritis. So when you chew it, any pain that you are feeling in your bones will be okay. For blood pressure too, you have to boil it with negro pepper. Boil it with negro pepper. When you boil it with negro pepper, it is really powerful. It's going to reduce blood pressure. It's going to reduce blood pressure. As a diabetes patient, you have to try this procedure, same procedure like this, and it will be very perfect for you. Another thing is that there are some of you who want to have a third eye. If you want to have a third eye, you need Prekese, the Prekese. There's a seed called Udiaba. When you get them, then you cut the Prekese into any quantity size that you can cut it, whether 3 or 2. When you cut it, you have to get a nice container that you can cover it. Add few water. When you add the water, then you add the Udiaba. Then you will need a perfume called Aruna perfume. Aruna perfume. If you get it, then you add half of the perfume to it. Allow it to be there, like leave it for the next day. When you leave it for the next day, it will get diluted. So whenever you are going to sleep, you wash your face with it. You'll be rubbing it on your forehead. Then put some in your ear. Dip your finger into it and put it inside your ear and be washing your ear too. Just be doing this continuously. It is very powerful to the extent that you are going to have a prophetic visions. You are going to have prophetic visions. Please, if you are a lady, most of the times you are most of the times your, what do you call it? Your private part is itching, your vagina is itching you. Please give me a comment. I will help you. If you are having a bad dream, maybe you normally have a bad dream that you are having sex in your dream, give me a comment. I will help you. If you need protection against car accidents, I have solutions for you. Okay, so let's move on. Another thing is that there are some men too, you don't last long in bed. If you want to last long in bed, you have to add cinnamon powder, ginger to the Prekese. You have to soak it in a warm water. If you can't soak it, just boil it and be drinking. Keep doing this continuously, and it's going to help you in the way that from then you are going to be very powerful and strong in bed. Thank you so much. Continue subscribing to my channel. And I